Hey, what's up? I'm Pascal from Orangepixel. Welcome to this video. It's not another video like any of the other videos on this channel. Last couple of weeks I've been recording my videos on the Monday. It's now Monday. The problem is on Sunday my aquarium started leaking. I know, weird. It was fine until like Saturday night 8 p.m. Then in the morning 9 a.m. on Sunday there was a lot of water. I now have this tray underneath it. That's a problem. I have I think 11 fish, 9 shrimp, a couple of snails in there, life forms that need water, and water is leaking out of it. So my day is going to be different because well, this needs to be replaced. There was a whole thing about that. We went to the store a couple of times this morning. Pretty much they want to see the aquarium first before they give one in return. Not the store, but the manufacturer. Now obviously I can't show them this aquarium because it's a 16-liter aquarium with a lot of fish in there. I can't move it and brain fart on their end, I think, which is weird because they're in the business of aquaria. So the thing is now, I wanted to upscale to a little bigger anyway. So we're going to do that now. I have to prepare a new aquarium, make sure all the water is there, all the fish are there, the plants, everything that's sustainable life forms have to move over to the other aquarium. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing all Monday afternoon. But I also had to record this video. So I'm going to try and combine it. It's not going to be about game development this week. If you're already done with fish right now, then see you next week. Bye. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, whatever. I'm going to try to make a video out of pumping all of this into all of that new aquarium that we just bought. So let's first unbox it and make sure that we actually check the new aquarium to make sure it's not leaking water. It's leaking water, this one, but not at a huge rate right now. In 12-13 hours it's like a puddle of water, so it's not like it's all flooding out of there yet. But I'm also not sure, once water starts running into things, a lot of water will follow and it will become a bigger problem. So we need to do this ASAP. Intro. Alright, so that's the first step. Water in the fish tank just a little bit to make sure this one does not have a leak. Of course the other one didn't have one either until like 2-3 months into the process, so this is going to stand for a bit as I grab some lunch. This is going to be an interesting afternoon for me and a weird video for you, I guess, but something different. Yeah, this might take some time. Okay, so we're now like an hour later. Apparently no leaking from this one so far. I'm gonna just bet that it will stay the same. I'm not really liking having to do this. I would rather be making another video this week, but I didn't really have a topic. So in that sense, good thing happens to be, or bad thing happens to be a good thing. But this, it's like an ecosystem, and I have like 15 fish in there, like little neon tetras and other tetras and fire tetras and guppies and whatever. I have like 11 little shrimp in there, 5 snails that clean out a lot of stuff, and it's a whole ecosystem. And the plants, right? These plants have all these roots into the gravel, the dirt at the bottom. So I need to dig them out, and hopefully they will survive, and then I have to put them in there. New gravel, extra. I'm gonna get this water because it's full of bacteria that the fish need and are good for this ecosystem. So we're gonna have to put a lot of that water into this one, but also more water because this is a little bigger, 10 liters more. it's just this whole ecosystem, and it compares to games and how I build my games, all these systems, and I like that. And it's interesting to see it all thrive. Difficult word, thrive, and all move around. And now there's just danger that these fish might not survive the whole transition or the plants, but I can replace them easily. But it's all life forms, and now I'm just procrastinating, and I should be doing something, and I should start with the gravel. We're gonna empty the water that's in here right now so that I can clean it a little bit without soap and anything, just water. And then we're gonna make sure the new gravel, new dirt layer is clean. So we're gonna wash it in hot water, and we're gonna put on some and then we're gonna sprinkle it on there. And I'm gonna do a thicker layer than I did on this one because we have more room now, and it's also better for the plants to root. And then the next step, I think, is going to be grabbing some water from this and trying to grab the plants from the old one and put it in the new one. Like I said at the beginning, this video is going to be very different, and for me this is also new. I think this is our second aquarium. We had one 10 years or more years ago, but this one is smaller, it's warm water, it's different type of fish, more plants. So it's still learning all these things, and I'd rather debugging my games right now, but it has to be done. All right, so we're gonna do it. So first thing I'm doing is taking this airflow from the old aquarium into the new one, because they don't really need it. It's more for show for us. It does bring a little bit of oxygen into the water, just not a lot. And I've been reading up on all these things. The weird thing about just everything with aquarius, there I go again, aquariums, everything that has to do with it, it's like programmers. One will tell you this is the best way to do it, and everybody else will tell you it's the complete opposite. And then some are in the middle. There is no right or wrong, so everybody just thinks they know, and that sounds a lot like pretty much every game developer and programmer I know. So in that respect, there's a lot of similarities with game development. All right, let's add some gravel to it. This time I'm actually gonna hopefully be able to put this in a single place, because the other one was always getting loose and not in the same place every time. Now I'm gonna try to put gravel on it, make sure there's still air going through it, but then it will be hopefully placed a lot better. That's the upside of going with a new aquarium, I guess. Next phase is a little bit of water, so that we then can start doing adding the plants from the old one, which is really, I'm really not looking forward to that, because all the roots will be everywhere, and have to make sure that most of that comes along as we place them back in this one, and then hopefully they'll be able to root again and keep growing, or else will be new plants added eventually. Would be a shame, but okay. Worst thing will be the fish and the shrimp and the snails. I'm also adding some bacteria and stuff like that to the water, because this is tap water. It's pretty good, and it's how I always refresh the aquarium as well. But adding some good bacteria and stuff like that will make sure that it's healthier for the fish and more chance of survival. So we're gonna mix all that up and pour it into this empty aquarium. Let me also make sure it's actually at the exact place, because it will be like a little bit than 30 kilos. So I can still lift it, but rather not. So this should be the spot, and here we go. All right, couple of minutes further. There's water in. All the plants are there. The moss ball, I think that's what it's called in English as well. The last one was like a ball, but I now opened it up a little bit so that it's more flat because the old one was always moving. So there are improvements being done. I'm also grabbing some of the old gravel and of course a lot of the old water into the new one to keep this on a game development level. Pretty much how I build my games. Grab a bunch of stuff that's reusable from the old one and build your new stuff on top of that, because then you have a solid base, and in this case the water is full of the right bacteria for my fish. So we want those in this new tank as well. And reusing old stuff is often a very good thing because it kickstarts everything a little bit faster. Else this would have to be standing here without fish in there just to have the water levels at the right level for like a week. And now we can just hopefully do it all at once. In the next couple of weeks we'll be finding out that everything survives. And of course I still have to actually catch all the fish and shrimp. 15 fish, 11 shrimp. I already put 3 of the snails in the new water, new area. See, one of them is moving. So I hope those will survive. Next we'll be trying to catch the shrimp, and they can start working their magic in the tank. They mostly do clean up stuff and get rid of bad stuff for fish. So that's a good thing to have in the new tank. So yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do that, and then I have to somehow manage to get a lot of this water in this tank, but make sure the fish still have enough water. But then we can bring it to temperature. Once it's at the right temperature, 22 degrees, we can start hopefully get all the fish into the new tank. Now I am hopeful, and I see a second snail moving. So 2 of the 3 snails, I forgot where I put the last one. Oh, it's over there. It's not moving yet, but the other 2 are already moving and finding their way around the new tank, so that's good. The plants have moved, I think, pretty well. This one was already doubting if it's going to survive, but everything else hopefully will, especially this one. I love this one. These are actually just new, and the one at the back, hopefully it will also survive, but it's starting to turn a little brownish here and there, so not sure, but we can replace them if it has to be done. We'll see. Next up, I'm gonna try and catch some shrimp. Maybe first grab some more water, so there's more water for them to walk around in. And that's pretty much all I recorded, because this was a stressful thing. This is now the new aquarium over here. It was stressful for both me, catching the fish, stressful for the fish, maybe even more stressful than it was for me, stressful for the shrimp. Just a lot of stress. We're now a few hours later than the last shot, and all right, everything is running. Now it's just a matter of time and hope that the fragile little creatures will have enough of their type of bacteria, enough of their all the stuff they need in the water to survive. So yeah, we're gonna see in the next couple of weeks. I know this is a very weird video, but also a very weird afternoon for me. Tomorrow I'll be working on Regular City again, and next week we'll come up with something really game development related, like I usually do. Just had to do this, and I had no other idea on how to do the video. So already talked about this with my wife. Aline said, just record this stuff and maybe have a video, because I was almost skipping this week's video. Yeah, I love creating videos. I still make these videos for myself, mostly the entertainment value I get out of it, but also for the people that watch it. I hope you get entertained and every now and then learn a little bit. Maybe now you learned a little bit about aquariums, whatever. But yeah, I need to entertain myself with these videos. So if I'm not feeling it and I don't have a topic, it shouldn't be something I have to do. So this was it for now. This weird video, weird ending, weird everything, weird day. I think I'm gonna eat some pancakes now. I know, just to throw something even more weird out there. I'm gonna eat pancakes. I'm gonna bake some pancakes. First edit this video, and I'm gonna say thank you for watching it all the way to this point. I honestly, thanks. Not sure I would have done that but thanks. And I'll see you next week in a more game dev related video. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. I'm guessing. Or maybe I'll just turn this channel into an aquarium channel. Who knows? Maybe a lot more people are watching this video than, yeah, aquarium videos from now on. Probably not, so see you next week. Alright, thanks. I'm gonna also be watching this constantly. Just to see if everything thrives. And the fish are... Everything is... Let me give you a close... You haven't even seen it close up. Before I close and shut off this video, thanks for watching. Here comes a little close up of the aquarium. And now I'll see you next week. Alright, bye.